Hi, my name is Maria. Welcome to join me this morning, and we're going to explore the importance of rest and cyclical wisdom, and the awareness of the cyclical wisdom through Yoga Nidra, yogic sleep, and women's yoga therapy. So a little bit about me. I've been working as a holistic therapist since 2006. I was born in Finland, and I've been in England now for 8 years. I've done Shakti dance. I'm a certified Shakti dance trainer, and also I offer one-to-one yoga therapy, women's yoga therapy sessions, as well as monthly group sessions where we're doing our women's circle, a monthly women's circle, where we combine both Yoga Nidra and yoga therapy. And also I offer then Yoga Nidra sessions, and Reiki. I'm doing Reiki trainings plus distance Reiki. So all is online at the moment. So I want to talk to you about my experience, my journey that I have explored so far with Yoga Nidra and yoga therapy. And I've noticed that it's very important for me has been noticing the cyclical nature of being a woman, and how different times in the menstrual cycle will have different effects, and that it is actually a cyclical thing. It happens every month, and having that awareness has helped me personally massively, just to be more in tune to the subtle messages coming through, and I think this can be of great help in the everyday, when planning work, planning our life, our daily life. It can make things quite a lot easier. So a little bit about cyclical awareness. When we are coming, you can think about the cycle in terms of seasons. So as we are in spring, we can feel as our very early days, and after our bleed, we can feel a little bit like a seed germinating and starting to be feeling nurtured and in the soil, and we are starting to slowly come up, but it's quite a gentle energy in spring, and after the spring days we're starting to come into summer, so our energies are starting to slowly come forward, and we're starting to get more and more energy as we're coming to our ovulation stage. And when we are ovulating, we can feel quite proactive and sociable and creative, and this is the time of the month that we want to be out and about and seen. But likewise, this time can be quite the energy might be quite overwhelming. It's quite explosive sort of an energy. And then we're going into our autumn months, into our autumn days, which again is of finishing projects before the winter months. And so again, just the productivity starts to go down a bit until we come to the winter months, our bleed time, where we can hopefully have some time to rest and look after ourselves, be nourished, and we might feel a bit less sociable during these times. So when we are aware of these changes in the months, we can also possibly be able to let our surrounding know what's happening, and we can be more in tune with our own energies, and so planning might become easier, and we also are able to manage our energy levels better than we have without the awareness of what's actually going on. So we might not want to be planning, if possible. We might be able to put big plans further to summer months, whereas in the winter months maybe we're able to take it more easy and at least schedule in a couple of days of a bit more rest. That's usually what would be good in the winter months. So we have then some energy for the spring months again to start to blossom. So last year I went to London on a well-woman yoga therapy training with my teacher Uma Dinsmore-Tooley, and I had the pleasure to study and been studying yoga therapy for women, and that has been a great revelation with the different yogic movements in the therapy that we can do to support our well-being, how in certain times of the month we might want to be doing a bit less. The movements might be smaller, when as we are in our summer months we can again do bigger movements, and we can do what suits us at the time. So there's different variations of each movements that we can do depending on where we are at. So this is very beneficial for us women, as certain times of the month we might not be feeling up for doing the whole full movement, So this is something I learned on the training, and I offer one-to-one sessions as well with the therapy, and we can tailor a program to suit the client's needs. So depending on what the idea is, what one wants to receive at the end of the sessions, we will look into that and tailor the sessions so that we can suit that. And then about Yoga Nidra. So Yoga Nidra is yogic sleep, also called yogic sleep, and it's a wonderful practice, usually done lying down, but you can also do it sitting and even standing, depending on what's comfortable for you. Mostly people like to lie down, but if for some reason it's not possible, you can also sit, and find a comfortable space for you. That is the thing, and just to be able to rest and be nourished and nurtured for the time that we're doing the Yoga Nidra. Is usually between 20 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on if I have a one-to-one, on the needs of the client, what we are doing the Yoga Nidra, who we are doing the Yoga Nidra with, or if we're doing it in a group, it might be a shorter one, between 15 to 20 minutes. Can be done with music or without music. And what we do is we do a journey through the body, and during that time it allows the body and the mind to really settle down, and having that space just to be, and not having to do anything, not having to go anywhere, but just be and receive. Just be and receive. So then we have our monthly circles. I've started this year online circles for women. New moon circles. New moon is a good time for setting intentions and starting projects through the cycle of the new moon. And it's been wonderful. It's worked well, having that safe space to connect with other women on a monthly basis, where we have a sharing circle, and then we do some yogic movements, some yoga therapy, and a bit more sharing, Yoga Nidra, a bit of singing, and that's been lovely. Yeah. So now I'd invite you to join me for a recorded session So a session of Yoga Nidra, if you have the space and the time, this would be wonderful. So I invite you to find a space to lie down, a space for you where you can lie down for the next 15 minutes. So I welcome you now to find a nice comfy space where you can lie down. And welcome to the practice of Yoga Nidra. Welcome to rest and to be nourished. So for the next 15 minutes, you're invited to make yourself as comfortable as possible. And if it feels good for you, maybe you could lie down on your back, with your arms on the side of your body, with your feet flopping out to the sides, or any other position that feels nourishing and nurturing for you today. You might want to lie on the front, you might want to lie on your side, just feeling how it feels. However is good for you today, that will be perfect. Checking that you are warm enough. You have got maybe a blanket or a duvet, something to keep you nice and warm during the practice, as the body temperature might drop slightly. You might want to have a cushion underneath your head and perhaps an eye pillow. You might also like some support under your knees. Just really taking this time for you to make yourself as comfortable as possible for the practice, as this practice is for you. This is your time. This is your time to be perfectly resting and revitalized. So making those preparations just for you, and just checking you can be as undisturbed as possible during this time. So if you need to move at any point during the practice, do know that you are absolutely welcome to do so. This practice is for you, so there's no way that you can get it wrong. So welcome to settle in now, settling in. And as you have done all the preparations that you've needed to do, knowing that you are nice and comfortable in the place where you are lying now. And just checking, just in case there would be any little movement that you could still make, just to make yourself feel that little bit more comfortable. You are very, very welcome to do that now. So as you are lying here, calling nurture, nourishment, rest and support and guidance, there's an invitation for you to become aware of your breath now. As it effortlessly and delightfully moves in through your nostrils and out through your nostrils. Can you feel how, as you're breathing in, your breath is just slightly cooler, and as you are exhaling, the breath feels a bit warmer. As you're inhaling, feeling how your tummy is expanding and how the breath can flow in through the whole of your body. The whole of your body feeling expansive and revitalized by your breath. And as you're exhaling, letting go and letting go. And letting your breath come and go like this, coming and going, just easily flowing in and out as your body is resting. Effortlessly on the body resting here on this earth. On this Mother Earth, the body of the Mother Earth. In this virtual circle, a virtual circle of belonging. Could you feel yourself resting here? Your body and your soul in your body, the earthly home of your soul, having this time to be nourished delightfully and easily resting. And could you invite a yawn now? How would it be like just to just take a big yawn and a sigh, and just with that sigh letting go of any tension in your shoulders, in your neck and in your arms, just letting it sip away into the earth. How would that feel like? How would that feel like? There isn't anywhere that you need to be at this moment. It's no rush to get anywhere. You're just in the right moment in this time. This time is for you to be resting. Welcome. Welcome to rest. And as you are resting here, could you perhaps feel how the Great Big Mother holds you in her loving embrace? And knowing that you are held so gently and tenderly, and that your rest is actually a gift to the Great Mother. Your body resting here like a gift. You're lying here on this very earth, in your very own comfy, safe space, underneath the vast, expansive sky. How would that be like? How would that be like now to bring your awareness to your heart space, front of your heart, back of your heart, the middle of your heart space. Your heart space. Could you listen into your heart space and just feel yourself being welcomed. Feel yourself being welcomed into your heart space. Just a few moments resting here. Just resting. Could you listen in to the tenderness of your heart space? And with gentleness, bringing your awareness to your eyebrow center. Your eyebrow center. And with tenderness, see this place being bathed in golden light. And then letting go. And repeating this at each point as we journey around the body. Repeating this at each point as we journey around the body. From your eyebrow center, softly gliding over to the throat, your right shoulder, inside of right elbow, and inside of right wrist, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, little finger, and all the 5 fingers of the right hand. Being bathed in golden light and letting go as we travel up to the right wrist, right elbow, front of right shoulder, and all the way up to the throat. Bathed in healing, nourishing golden light, and gliding over to the left shoulder, the inside of the left elbow, the left wrist, the left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, all of the 5 fingers of the left hand now bathing in golden light. And continuing the journey inside the left wrist and inside the left elbow, the front left shoulder, and all the way up to the throat. Golden light bathing the throat in golden light and sweetly rolling down to the center of the breastbone. Center of the breastbone bathing in golden light. The left breast and back to the breastbone. The right breast now bathed in golden light and gliding over to the center of the breastbone, and as the journey continues, flowing down now to your navel point, being bathed in luscious golden light. Your navel point, pubic bone, and right over to the right hip bone. And as the journey continues towards the right knee, right ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. All of the 5 toes of the right foot being bathed in golden light. As we continue flowing upwards to the right ankle, the right knee, right hip, pubic bone, and all the way over to the left hip bathing in golden light, left knee, left ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. All of the 5 toes of the left foot bathing in golden light. Flowing up to the left ankle, left knee, left hip, pubic bone and navel. Golden light illuminating the navel point. And journeying up to the center of the breastbone. Throat and eyebrow center, a golden light illuminating the eyebrow center. Golden light illuminating the eyebrow center. And how would it be like now to bring your awareness to your body resting here on this great big body of the earth, under the big sky, your body resting on top of the great mother under the sky. In this circle, in this virtual circle of belonging, under this very same sky, perhaps could you sense a feeling of tender love and healing? Healing and acceptance. Healing and acceptance of all that was and all that is and all that will be. In this moment now, how would that be like? Feeling the heaviness of the body resting and the lightness of the breath coming and going. Coming and going. Sense of sinking in and letting go, and a sense of weightlessness as you rest here practicing Yoga Nidra. Inhaling light and exhaling heaviness. Could you allow for all of these sensations to be present at this moment? And how would it be like to let this whole body be embraced and blanketed by the great big mother underneath the vast sky and space above? Being in her healing and supportive and re-energizing embrace. Feeling all of the points of contact that you are lying upon. Contact with the floor and all of the spaces in between the body and the surface you are lying upon. And could you bring your awareness again to your heart space? Feeling your heart space, that homecoming to yourself. How would that be like? A sense of belonging to oneself. Maybe a little inner smile, a sense of well-being could arise here. And as we are slowly approaching the end of the practice, I'd like you to invite in all of the senses of smells that you can smell now, and all of the sounds that can be heard both near and far, even your breath now. And could you perhaps twirl your tongue around in your mouth and invite all of the sense of taste into your mouth now. And as we are coming to the end of the practice of Yoga Nidra, perhaps could you bring in some movement in the body? Perhaps a yawn and a stretch. And moving in any way that feels good for you. Maybe you would like to press your thumb against all the other fingers. Maybe you'd like to give your cheeks a little rub. Could pinch your ears and rub your hands together. And as you're starting to become fully present in your body, in the space that you have been resting now, this practice of Yoga Nidra is complete, and I thank you for listening. Blessed be. Taking your time now to come up, sitting and becoming fully present in your body. Thank you. So I hope you enjoyed this practice of Yoga Nidra. This is a little taster. And if you would like to book a session, please go to my Facebook page or Instagram, Sacred Waters Design. And you can message me for any bookings. And if you'd like to join our monthly circle of sisters, you're very welcome. The next one will be on March the 15th, and it's an evening time from 7:30 to 9 o'clock. So I thank you for listening, and I wish you a very, very happy Women's Day. Thank you. Bye.